How's it going, everyone? Scaredy Cat Vasquez back at it with another fucking video for y'all, doing some more haunt talk because I just got back for the second time this year from the 17th door, and it was fucking awesome the second time around. And oh my god, like, opening night was cool. Like, you know, everyone was all hyped up, you know, it was all cool. But something about last night was more intense. Like, I think, like, you know, the actors were more comfortable with their scene, and like they kind of knew the drill already. You know, all the new guys that were there, like, you know, they knew exactly what to do. Like, you know, they felt comfortable and confident in their character. Whatever the fuck it was more intense, more up in your face, personal. And two of the rooms that weren't available were finally available. If you guys read the comment, the ball pit room wasn't available on certain days, but luckily, thank God, it was when I went with me and my friends and some co-workers. And let me tell you, those who haven't gone in there yet, I don't want to spoil it for you, but let's just say it, like, if you've done it last year or the year before, it's nothing like how it was. It's something completely different, and it's something that you won't imagine that they would do. Like, as soon as we went into that room, I kind of saw a glimpse of what was gonna happen, and oh, I was just sitting down processing, like, they're not gonna seriously do what I think they're about to do, right? It's just unsafe. Like, yeah, it's an extreme haunt, but there's still boundaries and shit like that. But no, they did exactly what I thought they would have done, and it was awesome. I lost my hat a few times. People who haven't gone yet, want to go, don't wear a hat because they will fuck with you even more. And that's what they did to me. About like 5 times my hat's been stolen, been knocked off my head. I've been grabbed by the little cap part of my hat, and it is fucking, oh god. Other than that, it was awesome. Second time going back, like, I knew what some rooms were about. I knew what was gonna happen in each room, but still, it having to happen, they still made it somewhat different, which was awesome. I fucking love that place, and I cannot wait till next year. Like, seriously, it was awesome. And I went prepared this time. For those who know exactly about what I'm talking about, I wore swimming trunks to this second time. I knew exactly what I was in for. So I had a change of clothes. I recommend that to some people. Get a change of clothes, you know, wear something you don't mind getting wet, because it gets pretty fucking crazy in this one specific room. I think in room 10, I want to say. I'll give you that. I'll give you that much, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, it was awesome. I had so much fucking fun. A lot of my co-workers, like, you know, I've told them stories. A lot of the stories you guys seen, I've told you guys. I've told them stories about all the stuff I've done. And they're just like, I don't, like, you know, you don't really seem like, at work, I'm quiet. I'm a quiet guy. I talk a little bit. But they're like, I don't see you as this type of guy who screams a lot or who freaks out or gets all hyped up about that. No, as soon as we were in line, I was like, oh my god, it was fucking awesome. And yeah, and they heard me, like, every room, I was screaming my head off. It was fucking awesome. So, yeah, it was fun. I can't wait for next year already. I want to know exactly. I'm going to keep update on 17 Doors Instagram. I recommend you guys do the same. But other than that, what I wanted to talk to you about today, it was so cool. I don't think I know this person, but this one woman had messaged me on my first 17th door video I did, which is getting a lot of views. Thank you guys so much for liking it and watching it. I'm really happy, and I feel honored that, you know, this many people like it. But we'll get into that later. But this woman asked if I could do a video about Blackout, and I told her yeah. Like, I was actually planning on doing one already because I just got done watching the documentary, the Blackout Experiments. You know, and I've seen it before, but I don't really remember too much of it. So I rewatched it again, and it was amazing. It was pretty fucking cool. Everything that they do in there, like, you know, all the stuff that's going on. The difference between the LA version and the New York version is just dramatically fucking insane. I don't know the proper words to explain it, you know, and so I feel like if that ever came to LA again, I would hesitate, but I would want to do it so fucking badly. You know, like I'm hoping that they do come back to LA. I heard somewhere that the guys are probably going to do some immersive theater. I could, like, my resource could be mistaken, but you know, I heard somewhere that they're going to do some sort of theater that's like a little bit immersive, which is cool, because that's where like a lot of things are going into now, which is, you guys heard in the latest videos I was talking about, a lot of immersive theaters coming in, and things are just like, you know, that's where a lot of like companies are going towards, and it's a good way to do things, you know. So yeah. Also, back to Blackout Experiment. So if you haven't seen it already, it's a documentary. It's on iTunes. I recommend you guys rent it at least, you know, give it a good watch for the night. It's really good. It's a documentary about I believe 3 or 4 individuals who experience blackout and tell their stories. And it talks about from when, like, you know, they sign up on the website just like everyone else does. Because they're getting so evolved into now getting like special invitations to like try out their more extreme level. Like, you know, kind of like a level up type of things. Like, you pass level 1, here's level 2 now. Which is really cool, and everything just gets more dramatic and more worse than the next. They get invited to the New York series of it, and that one is even more intense. I've heard from other people who've actually traveled there from LA to go to New York, and they said it's way crazier than what New York was, what LA was. So they show like little clips of that. They don't show too much because, you know, it's Blackout. They want to keep much of it as a secret. And yeah, but the one thing that like a lot of them do tell you, like one thing that's always like guaranteed, and like everyone kind of knows already from like just hearing the stories, is that the one thing you can't expect is there's gonna be full-on contact in different ways. You're gonna be exposed to so much like sensitive subjects. Some people might say it's a little rapey, but you know, other people have different opinions about that. Also, it's just weird, like just some of the stuff they do. And from the documentary, and I hope they still do this too, because I think it'd be pretty cool, they tattoo you. They mark you basically with their, of course, from the people who watched my previous video, it's the 3 dots, basically. Just the 3 dots, you know, one of them, they did it on his bald spot right in the middle of the head, someone got it on their neck, someone got it like on their cheek, and stuff like that, even on the forehead. And yeah, and obviously it's not a real tattoo. They can't just be going around doing that shit, especially on the face area. But it's still, it hurts. I don't know exactly how the illusion trick works, but it hurts. They can tell by the people's expressions of it. And one thing though is they do give you a safe word, because there is some, I want to say waterboarding, or there's gonna be some parts where you just can't breathe. So it's those who haven't done it, those who live in in New York, and I believe San Francisco, they're doing something there too, and have the money to go do it, expect that to happen. You know, just be safe. Don't be afraid to use the safe word. They don't, as far as I know, they don't tease you about it like how some haunts do. Like, you know, they don't try to talk you out of it. As soon as you say it, you're done, and everyone goes home safe, you know? So that's always that's always what I tell people who wants to do extreme haunts, especially for even something just as casual as the 17th door. And it's the beginner. If you want to get into extreme haunts, it's this first level of getting into that. Then you go up to, I don't know, maybe like the Alone experience, and then Blackout, and then if you're really hardcore and have a death wish, you go into McKenny's fucking Manor. You know what I mean? But anyways. So, I'm going off the rail right now. I'm just excited. I haven't done a video in about 2-3 days, I want to say. So yeah, I just get excited. It's so much fun doing videos. I love it. And I love the fact that you guys are watching. If you ever do go into Blackout, don't be afraid to use the safe word. Be safe. You know, it's fun. Everything, you know, some people do want to push themselves, but know your limits. That's the one thing I do recommend to anyone who's about to go into there. You know, that's the one advice I take into myself too. Like, I know I'm probably not going to be able to get through everything, even though I would want to, but probably won't be able to because they're pretty fucking crazy in there from what I've heard. And from what I experienced in the VR, their like VR little trailer that they did back at Midsummer Scream last year, it was pretty intense. I think I talked about it already, but I'll go over it again. So, at the Midsummer Scream, in the Halls of Horror, you know, where they have all the mini mazes, Blackout had a little booth right there with the VR experience there. And it was a trailer to what was gonna come in the 2017, you know, this year and stuff like that. I was there, I was first in line on that day, which I was really happy for. I got to meet the main guy, I forgot his name, but you guys know him. He's like kind of bald with a beard and all that stuff. Skinny guy. Is real cool. He's a real nice guy, real cool. Got to meet him, some of the people that was working with him. It was awesome. And yeah, did the VR experience. I had it on, and like I said, I talk a lot when I get freaked out. So I was talking, I was screaming, I was like moving around all crazy because like it's VR. So you like, you know, you look around and shit like that, and I'm like, what the fuck? And things I saw in there, you know, people getting waterboarded, you know, people getting like, you know, tied up to each other. It was just really fucking creepy, and it was just really like, oh god damn it. It was fun. I liked it. I wish I would have gone last year, but I just things came up and I wasn't able to. But you know, I'm hoping in the future that they do come by. I'm gonna hit you up, Blackout. I'm gonna hit you up. It's crazy though, like the type of name that Blackout has created it for itself. It's like those who are into the haunt world, as soon as you hear the word Blackout, you automatically, boom, think of total darkness and possibility of suffocation and full-on contact to where it's the extreme where you can get hurt. You automatically think of that thing. That's for those people in the haunt world. When you think of Blackout, when other people think Blackout, they think like, you know, the power goes out and shit like that. So much has started out, and they started off just as a theater company. You know, I was watching an interview with the same guy. I keep forgetting his name, and I'm sorry. Same guy that I met, and yeah, they doing theater. I forgot what it's called, but it's about like a room of like 3 or 4 people who are all blind, and there's a dead body in the room, and they have to like figure out what happened. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty cool concept of like when they were explaining it. And now they do all this stuff and everything. It's like really like in your face, and it's really like personal and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the one thing that gets people though, is how personal it gets to them. That takes a lot of time and effort to do that for every single person that goes through there, except for Halloween night. Because Halloween night they kind of just go all out and they do things. They just let people come in. I believe it's still by yourself though, but you know, there's like hold the door open and like that stuff. That's what I've heard. But for those who do it like on the off season, where they're more experimental and they take their time and effort to like do stuff, that's when it's the most freakiest, because they have you fill out a survey, just like a random questions, nothing that's like straight off the bat, but like things that's like what's like your biggest like fear emotionally or some shit like that. I don't know, like it's just like weird stuff, not just like, oh, were you scared of bugs, you know, snakes, stuff like that. No, it's all like, oh, what do you fear the most of life, you know, like who do you like cherish and shit like that. That's what I've heard that's on there. And so they use that kind of to like give you their own personal experience. In the documentary, there's this one guy, I believe his name was John, and he had a problem with like letting people down. So a key word they would throw in there is that, you know, you're failing, you're fucking up, don't disappoint me, and stuff like that. And it triggered him, and like, you know, there's a good amount of times where he's like crying in there because he's just like emotionally triggered. He's like frightened out of his mind, and it's crazy. There's like another guy who's like OCD, so like, you know, they try to like snap him out of it, like, you know, they like messed up his tie, like, you know, just made everything all messy and stuff like that. Another thing too, you gotta watch out too, some of your clothes will be taken off. It's like, you know, worst comes to worst, you just be in your boxers, or like ladies, you just be in like in your undergarments and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck. But yeah, it's just an amazing thing. I know I say that a lot, I say the fucking amazing a lot, but that's like the I don't know if it's gonna lose its value over time, but trust me when I say that it's fucking amazing, man. Like what they're doing, dude. Like, oh god, I remember I tried applying to Blackout. I don't know why I thought they would hire me, but I was working at a boring job, and so I was just like, I was able to text on my phone a lot. It was like that much freedom because there was nothing going on. So I was emailing them like my resume and like just like a paragraph of like I would be honored to like work for free and stuff like that, and yeah, and like I don't know why I did that, and I was like, they're gonna think I'm fucking stupid for doing that. Like, who is this guy? So yeah, of course I didn't hear nothing back from them. You know, I don't blame them. It's like it's some random person trying to like, you know, like they probably think I'm like some sort of spy. Like, oh, he just wants to know how we do everything, and then he's gonna like go tell someone else, and they're gonna copy us. I would never do that. I would never fucking do that. You know, Blackout is fucking amazing. Back to the documentary. So the last like few minutes of it, they invite them to this like level 3, like, you know, the last fucking level, and they tell them everything, like this is something that's never been done before and probably will never happen again, which I can see why. You'll see why when I explain it, is that they ask you to invite them into your home. What they do is like they set up a time and a date, of course at nighttime. They tell you leave your door unlocked. You're gonna hear 3 knocks, you know, just, and then they're gonna come in, but they make a request that you have to sit. You have to be all alone, completely in the dark. You have to sit down in a chair with the empty glass right next to you. And so they all did it. All the main characters in the documentary did it. And they tell them to hold the glass over their head. They fill it up with water, and they start like putting like a cloth over their face. And then right when they count down to 3, they drop the chair that you're sitting in, grab the cup of, you know, and they grab the cup of water. You know, they grab a cup of water first, drop the chair you're in, and then proceed to waterboard you in the middle of your own fucking living room, your own fucking house. And you know, they just keep doing it, and like they were doing it to this one guy. It's just like, what do you want? And he's just like, oh, like I forgot what he first says, but every answer he's saying is like wrong answer, and like, you know, finally does say like, you know, right answer and stuff like that. I forgot what he said. Watch it, you'll find out. You know what I mean? They do that, and then they proceed to take you into their bathroom, into your bathroom, I should say, and they put you like in your shower, in your tub, and they start filling up with water, and they start dunking you in the water, like, you know, just drowning you kind of a little bit. They start they read a script to you and stuff like that, and then, oh, I should also add in too, you're naked at this point. Like, they're completely fucking naked. It is, oh god, you're vulnerable as hell. Like, what the fuck? When I saw that shit, I was just like, what the fuck? And then I immediately thought, like, no, I would like to do this, but I live in the ghetto, so I can't fucking do it. Neighbors are gonna hear this. Neighbors are gonna hear me screaming, stuff getting knocked over. They're gonna come on by. Like, I still live with my folks, so they're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? You know, come out with the bat and shit like that. And so yeah, you're completely naked. They like start drowning you in the tub and stuff like that. And then after that, they read the script. After that, they, like, you know, keep torturing you. They don't show too much, so this is like, what I'm saying is what I'm seeing. Then they proceed to take you into your bedroom, and this is what got me. Like, I felt the fear in the first guy that they filmed. His reaction of this was, he's naked. He's naked. Bunch of people he rarely knows. He just knows that they work for Blackout. They take him into his bedroom, and all he sees when the door opens is just like 10 other dudes all dressed in black with ski masks on and shit like that, just surrounding his bed. Like, and first thing that came up in my mind is like, if that was me, I would have just thought like, I'm getting raped. That's it. This is some prison. back alley rape sesh right now. This is not gonna end well. I don't think this is Blackout no more. No, this is not cool. And so they all hold you down, and then they make you repeat after them. And depending on, like, you know, some of the people's, like, you know, issues in their life and their mental issues, they made him say something like that. Like the main guy, I think his name was John, I guess. His line was like, I won't worry about failure and stuff like that. And then the last line is what, like, really got people, was I will never attend Blackout. And it was just like, wait, what the fuck? And everyone was just all like, wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And they just kept fucking with them until they said it. And they finally said it, and then they left. And of course the documentary crew, like, filmed them after that, and they were just all disappointed, like, what the fuck? Like, I can't attend Blackout no more? And so yeah, they never do. They never, like, I'm guessing they never did. And some of them felt better for it, like, after experiencing all that, and then some of them felt like it was just something cool to do. Some of them felt like it was an eye-opener and stuff, which always, like, kind of, like, confuses me, because I thought the same thing when I was, like, thinking about doing haunts like this, like, oh, this is gonna help me conquer my fears, this is gonna do something like that. And I had one of my cousins talking to me. He was like, no, it's not. Like, cause you know it's fake. You know that they're not really gonna hurt you. And I tried defending, like, oh, but you think they are, but like, no. But then in the end of it, you know that you're not gonna get hurt, cause it's a legitimate business. Like, you know, it's nothing like, you know, it's not like you're hiring a bunch of dudes in, like, the fucking alley to beat you up. It's just, you know, it's a legitimate business. They have a website. They have insurance and shit like that, you know. So I was like, yo, he's right. So when people come up to me and say that, like, you know, I want to do it to help me, like, you know, my fear of this, my fear of that, that's not really gonna help you, because you know that there's a part of you, there's a point where you can leave. There's a point where you can, they have a safe word, you know what I mean? There's a safe word, so when it gets too much for you, and you feel that, like, you know, that breaking point coming, you're allowed to just say the safe word, and then they'll stop. In real life, there's no safe word, you know? So, that sounds cheesy to say and shit like that, but it's true. You know, so those people who want to go out there, do these extreme haunts thinking that it's gonna better them, I hate to break it to you, but it's not. It's a cool thing to do. It's fun to experience. You get to, like, it does open up your mind a little bit to what you think is scary and what you think is not no more. Like, I used to think that just, like, blood and guts were scary, you know, just gore and stuff like that, but not no more, because, you know, you see that all the time at Not Scary Farm. You know, watch a lot of scary movies. You just come, like, you know, desensitized about that. And then when you get into, like, more personal things that make you dig inside your mind about, like, what really scares you, that's when you know that there's, like, something out there that's more terrifying than just, like, you know, a killer clown or some freak in the woods who's hacking up people left and right. So that's, like, the only thing that's gonna be considered a mind opener, is that you're gonna realize there's scarier things out there than just a monster. So yeah, like, if you, like, those people who want to do, like, extreme haunts, I wouldn't tell you not to. I'd say go for it. Have a fun story to tell, you know, something that you can tell your kids, something you can tell your grandkids, you know, something you can tell your dogs if you don't want kids. And fucking, but just don't do it because you think it's gonna somewhat help you in some way, because in the long run, it's not. Like, for short term, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, because you're gonna go with that, like, momentum, like, I did this, oh yeah, fuck yeah. But then in the long run, you're gonna start to realize, like, you know what, it's not really helping. You're like, I've been exposed to bugs and heights at the 17th door and closed up spaces. Those are all 3 things that, like, you know, really scare me. I've been exposed to all that shit 3 times, 4 times as of last night, and I'm still scared of bugs. So it doesn't really work, because there's that safe word, there's that safety net. So yeah, just do it for the fun of it. Don't be trying to find, like, any meaning out of it. Just do it for the fun of it, because then you're gonna enjoy it way more. Because what if it lets you down? You're gonna always remember that, and it's just gonna ruin the experience for you. it's gonna ruin the whole memory of it for you. You're gonna realize I did all this and it still hasn't helped, and then, you know, it's just gonna be bugging you. So just do it for the fun. Don't do it for like any sort of cure to anything. Do it for a cure of boredom. Do it for a cure of never having a story to tell your friends, you know? But don't do it for a cure of something that's in your head. That's what therapy's for, you know? Anyways, I didn't mean to get all like, you know, kind of like soft right there, but it's something that should be brought up, because, you know, there are people out there like that. They depend on these haunts to be their therapist, and that's not what they're there for. You know, they're not licensed therapists, they're actors, they're directors, but anyways, this has been my Blackout talk. I just want to do a quick one real quick because I felt really fucking honored that this lady commented on one of my videos asking for one, and this is for her. She knows who she is. I don't want to be like throwing out names and stuff like that, but you know, thank you so much for feeling that you can trust me, and I hope this helps, like, you know, get you an idea of what Blackout is like. And like I was saying, I feel honored that you feel like you can trust me to give you the scoop, give you some sort of a peek through the black curtain of which is Blackout, and so you know exactly what to expect if you do plan on going through it yourself. Before I do end though, I just want to let people know who live in the SoCal area, you know, all the metalheads out there who are trying to get Knotfest tickets but don't want to pay those service fees. There is a way where you can get it, and apparently not a lot of people are taking advantage of this offer. And I'm not sponsored in any way. I wish I was, but you know, I just think this is an amazing deal. Me and my girlfriend took this advantage today, and it was awesome. If you guys ever heard of the company Black Crafts, it's a clothing company. You know, you might see some of their pictures around, like Lucifer. That's where I got this awesome mug at right here. Let's see if the camera will focus in on it. There we go, Lucifer. I have the t-shirt too. If you spend $50 at their store, you get a free ticket to Knotfest for whichever day you want. We got Sunday, so we're gonna be there on Sunday, gonna fucking see Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie. I'm hoping that shit's gonna be fucking awesome. And Black Dahlia Murder's gonna be there. I've been into them since fucking high school, and I'm excited to finally fucking see them. Oh my god. Yeah, so you know, go on down there, let them know who sent you. Scaredy Cat Vasquez, they're gonna be all like, who's that guy? And then just, you know, let them know that there's someone out there just promoting them for free. Promoting them for fucking free just because I love their products, and I think what they're doing is an amazing fucking deal. And when we went there, the lady was like, you are the first people to come in, ask for that deal. And it's Saturday. Usually that store is like, it's not packed, but I heard it gets busy on Saturday. And it's like, is no one like taking advantage of this shit? Like, what the hell? So we went, and it was awesome. The woman was fucking nice. She gave us VIP tickets too, because we were the only ones. We were the only ones asking for that deal. There were like 2 other people in there, and they didn't even ask about it. It was like, what the fuck? It's like, you're gonna spend a lot of money in there anyway. I will say that their clothing is expensive, but it's worth it. It's good material, and you know, it's just really badass designs and stuff like that. And it's unique too. It's like, you know, where else are you gonna find that shit? Not at Walmart, not at fucking, like, you know, you can find it at Hot Topic, but it's still expensive. Even that place is expensive. But yeah, those who want to go to Knotfest, don't want to pay those service fees that Ticketmaster and shit like that's giving you, head on down to Black Crafts. 50 bucks gets you a ticket, and you get Black Crafts merch. So it's like, I don't know what to wear that day. You pick out your outfit. You pick out your outfit and you get your ticket, and it's fucking awesome. So make sure you head on down there, let them know Scaredy Cat Vasquez sent you. Tell them to fucking like and subscribe, just like what you guys can do. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Beat the shit out of that notification bell like it owed you money. And just thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.